Hello and welcome to Teleislas News with the most important news of the day. In order to support the reconstruction of San Andres, Old Providence, and Santa Catalina, DIMAR delivers a new lighthouse ubicated in the municipality of Providence.
The low-key lighthouse located in Old Providence was first installed on March 17 of 1977 to ensure the safe transit of national and international traffic vessels. After the passage of Hurricane Iota in November 2020, the Caribbean Maritime Signaling Group of DIMAR delivered a new low-key lighthouse.
Ponemos en servicio el faro de
It is with great pride that we put into service the low-key lighthouse, an insignia of our archipelago that will serve not only for the safety of our seafarers who exercise their activities in all the waters of the Sea of the Seven Colors, but also a point of reference that will serve to mark a before and after of the situation of our islands of Old Providence and Santa Catalina.
According to the official communique, this important aid to navigation with a cylindrical structure has a lead light system, and its base was created with a containment system that prevents possible damage from waves and is resistant to hurricane-force winds with speeds of up to 400 kilometers per hour.
Desde la Dirección General Marítima.
From the Maritime General Direction, we will continue working for the Providence people. We will continue working for the seafarers, and we invite you to join us in these tasks.
This new aid to navigation is aimed at keeping ports safe by complying with international standards issued by the International Association of Marine Aids to Navigation and Lighthouse Authorities.
The company in charge of the distribution of the propane gas on the island made a statement after the constant complaints of islanders because of the new price of the gas.
Through a press release, PROVIGAS issued a statement on the gas price increase that has occurred in recent days and that has caused dissatisfaction among citizens. In this press release, the gas distribution company indicated that, I quote, "The main producer of domestic LPG is Ecopetrol with more than 90% of the market, and they have been increasing their domestic consumption, decreasing the gas available for domestic market, which has left in a deficit in Colombia, forcing distributors to meet their demand with the most important gas, which costs much more than domestic gas. It should be noted that for our archipelago, the final cost paid by the end of user is determined by the Energy and Gas Regulatory Commission. It is not determined by the company, and it is defined according to the tariff methodology."
And after the end of the registration period for the election of the Youth Council, the Social Development Secretariat announced the support they are providing in this process.
The Secretary for Social Development stated that they are pleased with the decision to hold the elections of the Municipal Youth Council on the islands and stated that they are guarantors that young people's rights are fulfilled in the islands.
La Secretaría de Desarrollo Social, bajo la directriz de nuestro señor
The Secretariat of Social Development, through the directives of Mr. Governor Everett Harkins, we have been doing the monitoring of the youth. We have made an accompaniment with the Registrar's Office to be guarantors of the participation of young people and the historical realization of these elections of the youth councils, in which we had the registration of 3 political parties, in addition to the people registered through the community action boards and one by a foundation that seeks to ensure the participation of the ricer youth and of these young people and young entrepreneurs who want to participate, because we must ensure that they are guarantors and overseers of their resources.
Let us remember that these elections to be held on December 5th are a mechanism for participation, coordination, monitoring, and control of public management and a dialogue of young people with the institutions, and have various functions such as coordinating the inclusion of young agents with the respective political and administrative authorities and exercising oversight and control over public management.
And in other news, a call is extended to all creators and cultural managers of the island to start the registration process in the BEPS. Sylvette Mitchell from the Culture Secretariat explained what it is all about.
Hello, Lisa. Good afternoon. Well, yes, the departmental government, through the Secretariat of Culture, want to invite all the creators and cultural managers to come to the facilities of the Cultural Center here on the Hills section, Tamarind Tree, to come and inscribe to register in the BEPS. So, Shawad Leopard Stevenson, the Secretary of Culture, explain what is this idea about and until when the creators and the cultural manager will have to inscribe.
Hello, my lovely people of San Andres. Well, in the name of the government, at the new beginning, we want to invite all our cultural leaders, all the artists, them to come and form part of the BEPS, which is an economical benefit that come directly from the Ministry of Culture and also Colplaciones with the Secretary of Culture to benefit you all economically. So please come before the 18th of this month, the 18th of September. You know that the government at the new beginning is here for the community.
All the arts, heritage and trade that come from culture will be taken into account as follow. For the visual arts are summoned painters, sculptors, photographers, cameramen, actors and fashion designers. Regarding the performing arts and shows, they are called theater actors and dancers, musicians, singers from different genres, Zumba teachers, aerobic, gym instructors, magicians, jugglers, seamstresses, dressmakers, and models. For the area of tourism and material and intangible cultural heritage, the following are invited to register: artisan man, chef, cook, architects, restorers, tour guides, archaeologists, educators in artistic and cultural training. It is important that at the time of registration you can carry the following documents: citizenship card extended to 150%, the certificate from the EPS, sworn and authenticated statement of artistic career, cultural management, or trade, the biography where their career is discussed, evidence. For more information, contact the email somosculturasci@gmail.com or by phone 513-0801 extension 329 and 303. This is all information we have for today. Lisa continues in studio with the most relevant information of the day.
And until November, senior citizens who want to enroll in the Colombian Senior Citizens Programs can register.
Good evening, Lisa and all the TV viewers. I say hello from here, from the town of the island, because we want to tell you all that they don't start the inscription for the program Colombia Mayor, a program that gives a subsidy to all the people of the third age in the department. This is all the requirements and what you have to do to go in the DIMAR program.
Colombia Mayor program has open enrollment until the month of November. Women must be 54 years of age or older, and men must be 57 years of age or older. In other words, 3 years before the pension age. They have to be in Group C1 of the SISBEN. The requirement that they must bring are their identification card, SISBEN certification, and proof that they are in the subsidized health regime. If the person does not have an affiliation, there is no problem. They can come and we do the management so that they can enter the subsidized health regime.
Let's remember that one of the most important requirements is that you have to get 3 years lesser at the legal age to get your pension. Then your age is 54 for women and 59 for men. This is all the information we report from here from the town of the island. Continue listening studio with more information.
Thank you, Alice. And COVID-19 vaccination of pregnant women and minors with and without comorbidities is progressing. Here are the details.
The departmental hospital released the most recent report on COVID-19 vaccination in pregnant women and children between 12 and 17 years of age with and without comorbidity. The report submitted by the departmental hospital in relation to the national plan for vaccination against COVID-19 in pregnant women and children ages of 12 to 17 years with comorbidity records a total of 219 first doses and 140 second doses applied in pregnant women, while in children ages to 12 to 17 years with comorbidity, 57 first doses and 33 second doses have been applied. Finally, a total of 631 doses were administered to children in age of 2 to 17 years with comorbidity.
And the following is an update on COVID-19 cases in the department.
Three new infections are added to the COVID report in the department for a total of 6,822 infections since the pandemic began. More than 2 months ago, there have been no deaths and the ICU has low occupancy of COVID patients. This is further evidence of the effectiveness of the mass vaccination campaigns against the coronavirus. However, the department continues to apply sustainable selective tracking and isolation tests every week in different sectors of the island. Today was conducted in the Modelo sector, tomorrow it will be in the Cliff, Friday in Rock Hole, and Saturday in Rock, also known as Vietnam.
And now let's learn about other events that are making news in our brief news sections of today.
The Corporation for the Sustainable Development of the Archipelago Coralina announced to the community that the ban on the queen conch continue until October 31st. For this reason, the environmental entity invites the public not to capture, trade, or consume this key species for the Biosphere Reserve sea flower. The PRASS strategy continues to be deployed in the department, where EPS, Sanitas, and Nueva EPS work together in the detection of the COVID-19 virus. In order to avoid crowds, the test will be performed house to house. For today, Wednesday, the strategy will be conducted in the sector of the Modelo, Thursday in the Cliff, Friday, Rockhole, and Saturday in the sector of Vietnam. The Constitutional Court is studying a petition filed by more than 90 families of the Rizal people of San Andres and Old Providence who were affected by Hurricane Iota. The families claim that their fundamental rights to health and life have been affected by the lack of response from the government regarding the prompt reconstruction of the island, which has led them to live in tents and others have had to leave.
Now we continue with the weather forecast. The weather forecast for today, September 8, in the coastal area of Archipelago, the sky is mainly cloudy. Temperature is 28 degrees Celsius, winds from the northeast direction with intensities of 14 kilometers per hour. Humidity forecast is of 85%, and probability of precipitation is of 89%.